Networks aren't just connected randomly. The way devices are connected is called a topology. And that's exactly what we're exploring today, the 4 big different types of topologies: bus, star, mesh, and hybrid. At its most basic level, a network topology describes how devices are physically or logically connected. Think of it kind of like a blueprint for the network. It doesn't necessarily tell you what the devices are or where they are, but more of how they're connected and how the data is flowing in between them. Now, let's go through all 4 of these, starting with the bus topology. I want you to imagine a city. The bus topology is like one long main road with every single house and store lined up along it. Traffic moves down this single street. If there's an accident in the middle, everything beyond that point gets blocked. The way the star topology works is like a mall parking lot. Every car has to go to the center hub to get anywhere else. If the center is blocked, nobody can get around. The mesh topology is like a very dense city grid, or like a spider web. There's multiple routes connecting everything. If one road closes, no big deal. Traffic just reroutes to another way. A hybrid topology is like a modern city. Highways, small roads, back alleys, all mixed together for different purposes. Flexible, but complex. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper into all 4 of these, go over some pros and cons and characteristics of each one. Okay, so let's talk about the bus topology a little bit more. Remember our analogy that we just had where we were talking about one long road that had all of the homes and businesses alongside of it? Well, this one long road is actually the one central cable. It's called the backbone. It carries all of the traffic. Each device is connected to this line with a T connector. Some of the pros is that it's cheap, easy to set up, and it's really good for small networks. Cons: performance degrades as more devices join. There's tons of collisions that can happen. And if you don't know what a collision is, well, don't worry, we'll talk about it. That's when packets collide together. And if the main cable fails, the entire network goes down. Historically used in Ethernet with coax cables. This is a legacy topology, and it's not really used too much in terms of small business, but it is used kind of often in home networks. Now let's move on to the star topology. If you remember, our analogy with this one was a mall with a big parking lot full of cars. The mall being our central hub and the cars being all the devices trying to connect to the central hub. Each device has its own connection to the central hub, switch, or router. Pros: easy to manage, isolate problems, and scale by plugging in more devices. Cons: that central hub is a single point of failure. If it goes down, the entire network is cut off. Today, Ethernet LANs are mostly built in star topologies with switches. And fun fact, that's exactly how my home network is currently built right now. I have my modem, I have my router, and then I have my switch, and then everything is connected from that. Now, the mesh topology is the one we talked about having a very dense city grid, meaning that if I want to go from point A to point B, I have multiple paths to choose from to get there, where every device connects directly to every other device, with either fully or partially meshed. Pros: redundancy and reliability. Even if one link fails, data can still find another path. Cons: requires a lot of cabling and configuration, so it can get expensive very, very quick. It's used in the backbone of networks, military communications, and wireless mesh systems for wide coverage. Now, the hybrid topology is the modern day city where there's small back roads and big highways and everything in between. It's really just a combination of the other 3 that we've already talked about. For example, multiple star networks connected by a bus or a mesh backbone supporting star LANs. This is a long highway that has exits that lead off into small urban areas. The urban areas can be the star or the mesh, and then the highway is the bus, but then that highway itself is also interconnected in its own mesh. To sum it all up, a topology is really just a bunch of devices and how they're connected and how data is flowing in between them. A bus is simple but fragile. A star is organized and very common. A mesh is extremely reliable but very expensive. And a hybrid is a combination of a lot of things and most practical for very large scale networks and systems. Each one has their own unique place, and understanding them will help you with design and troubleshooting. And that's our breakdown of network topologies. In our next video, we're going to be talking about LANs, WANs, MANs, and more. And like I said in my last two videos, all of this networking and test prep content is going to its own dedicated channel. The link for that channel is in the description down below. So if this is something that you're enjoying and you subscribed recently because this is what you want, please go check out that other channel because all that type of content is getting moved over there. Again, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, go subscribe to the other channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.